Hello again and welcome back to Scott and Wanda's World. The fat ugly one, i.e. Scott, is back with another one of his bullshit beer reviews. And a beer that I've been on my mind and people put it in the chat when I did a back in time beer review, 2 months ago, of Oakham CITRA. And people said try it against Green Devil, because obviously Green Devil is what CITRA was supposed to be, I think. Completely hopped up. You know, Green Devil used to be available in Morrison's up by me, Tesco, and sadly it seems to have disappeared from the supermarket shelves, so it isn't readily available anymore. And within the comments of the CITRA beer review, fat man telling you about the beer, were people saying you need to try the T90 unfiltered version. And I had a look on Oakham's website, and you have to buy in multiples. Now, I'm not a massive fan of buying in multiples for the sheer reason I like to try different beer. So I don't really want to be buying 6 or 8 or 12 or whatever the multiple was of the T90, CITRA T90 version, unfiltered. But I had a stroke of luck. Last night, i.e. Friday the 5th, I don't know when this will come out, of May, myself, Wanda and Chantel went to see Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Mark the Pondering Man, it was great. And before that, I thought, what were we going to have for dinner? Chantel was working and we were going to meet her at the cinema. So me and Wanda went over to Port Solent, the Tataway, and we had a meal in Wetherspoons. And while we were there, I had a pint of Shipyard, she had a cider, and they had a Bangers and Burgers, Burgers and Brews, Bangers and Brews, this other place. So we'd have dinner, and she said, I'm going to go and try over there. And as I got up to go out of the Wetherspoons, it's called the Ceramic Rose in Port Solent. As I went to turn and go out, something caught my eye in the fridge. I thought, and I know Wetherspoons have been doing certain regional craft. I think down here they've got a Brixton Brewery, they've got a Siren beer, and they've got something else. And I'm not. I don't think I've tried any of it. They got Flex or something from Siren, one of the Siren beers, and I know regionally they've got different of these craft beer placed in their fridge. And then sort of caught my eye. I thought, oh, what's that? And then it was this. I was like, well, I'm having that. So, a complete bit of luck. So this might be, I've put this on the community this morning, that I've picked this up in the most random of places. So, Wetherspoons has now become my bottle shop, allegedly. Craft Beer Emporium off licence. And it's the Oakham Craft Brewery Legends CITRA T90 Unfiltered Session IPA. Coming in at 4.6% ABV in Wetherspoons. This cost me £5. I'm going to pay probably £4 a can for most things anyway. £3, £4. Don't have a massive issue with it. I would actually buy about 6. I think it was over 6 or 8 from the Oakham Brewery website. So I don't have a problem paying £5. I'm absolutely blown away that I can manage to pick this up in a Wetherspoons. Who knew? So it's T90, obviously the hot pellet version of CITRA, and you get T45, I think, which is a more concentrated version. And I think what the pellets do is they give a more, where we get hop oils, you get sort of different amounts of hop oil come out of the hops. I think this is right. You get sort of different yields on that, whereas a hot pellet gives you a more beers that are the same. I think that's what I'm trying to say. So CITRA T90, and it says, see what it says on the back, 4.6% ABV, exploding with hop character. CITRA T90 is brewed with powerful T90 hop pellets and left unfiltered for maximum flavour. So CITRA from Oakham, the first beer in the UK to use actual CITRA hops. And to be fair, it's always a beer I've always really liked. So I am very pleased and excited to be trying the unfiltered version. Am I expecting it to be massively different? I don't know. Don't really know, to be fair. In the glass, there is a nice haze to it. More haze than I was actually expecting. So, on a sort of half finger of white here, it does really matter. But yeah, nice hazy, yellowy orange colour. It looks lovely, and I'm actually getting a huge aroma from 1 foot, a couple of feet away. Oh, that smells nice. That smells really nice. Lovely, with CITRA, sort of like some like damp cloth, some wet dog. Some people destroy it. I like CITRA. I know some people don't like it, and that's just bursting, absolutely bursting. Hoppy, citrus, orange, lemon, limes, grapefruit. It smells lovely. It smells absolutely lovely. Most unique place to try and pick up a beer for a beer review. Whatever things. Cheers. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, lovely bitterness. Straight up front. Lovely bitterness, nice creamy mouthfeel. Oh, I could drink that all day. Refreshing. Like slight tropical note from it as well. Absolutely bursting with flavour. £5. I might be able to empty their shelf at a £5. There's a nice sweetness in there. A nice bitterness that balances out that sweetness. You got some, again, grapefruit, lemon and lime, some orange in there, and it's all perfectly balanced. That's phenomenal. I'm really, really pleased I managed to pick that up randomly out of nowhere, because it's a beer that I've been hoping to get hold of, and obviously where our local bottle shop, off-licence local beer emporium has shut down, the Beer Musketeer, very limited in being able to pick up the craft and the sort of slightly different beers at the moment. So yeah, to pick one up in spoons was a bit odd, but what a beer to pick up. Refreshing, juicy, bitter, sweet and bitter, lovely balance. Malt character comes through as well. That's lovely, absolutely lovely. Oakham, obviously they're at Peterborough, aren't they? Probably the only decent thing to come out of Peterborough, to be fair. Oakham craft beer legends. So that's debatable, but some of the beer. Yeah, we've got JHB, you've got Inferno, you've got Green Devil. I haven't tried JHB, Jeffrey Hudson Bitter. I can't remember if I had Inferno or not. If you see this in your local spoons, if you go into spoons, or if you see it anywhere else, and you haven't had CITRA T90, the unfiltered CITRA from Oakham, do yourself a favour, pick one up. It's absolutely wonderful. It's absolutely tonking it down here today, and I'm going to sit and enjoy that very much indeed. Yeah, so if you've tried it, let us know in the comments box. If you haven't, then you can get one, pick one up and let us know in the comments box as well. Well worth hunting down. Massive double thumbs up from me. That's a beauty, absolute beauty everywhere. So, if you don't like CITRA, you're buggered. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. There's a subscribe button over there somewhere if you're new here and you like this sort of rubbish. And me and Wanda, we'll see you very soon. Have a good week.